What's going on, everybody? Nick here with the Retro Boxing Arena. So right now I'm actually driving to the movie theaters to catch the Manny Pacquiao fight. It was only $20 for a ticket to go to the movie theaters, yet it's like $75 on TV to buy, so I figured it's kind of a no-brainer, you know, and I was able to see the Golovkin and Canelo first fight at the movie theaters, and that was a lot of fun. It made the experience a lot more enjoyable, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. And I apologize, I'm not going to be looking at my phone at all. I'm not going to be looking at the camera because I'm on the road. But, you know, I wanted to talk about Teofimo Lopez real quick and his fight last night with the Japanese kid. I honestly, guys, I apologize. I forget his name. I think it's like Nakataki or something, but I'm not going to butcher his name, so I'm just going to call him the Japanese fighter. But, you know, fans are so quick to say that a fighter got exposed. You know, I've been hearing it all day. You know, I heard it actually really immediately after the fight. You know, oh, did he get exposed? No, he did not get exposed at all, and I'm going to explain why. You know, every fighter, but virtually every single fighter, at some point in time in their career, they're going to come across a tough fight. You know, they're going to fight someone that isn't going to lay down, you know, that can take a shot, that stylistically may match up with them a little bit awkwardly, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, last night, Teofimo Lopez was in the ring with, you know, an awkward 6-foot Japanese fighter that had a long reach, you know, and stuck a jab in his face all night, had a good game plan, and actually came to win, you know, and I just don't think it's really appropriate to bust his balls over it, because, you know, first of all, these Japanese fighters, you know, typically they never really reach superstardom or anything like that, but they're always tough. You know, they always come to throw down. You know, they always come to win. Those guys have a lot of grit, you know. I've noticed that. They never seem to quite, you know, thrive at the elite level for the most part, but this kid last night, you know, really could fight. He really could fight. And typically when you take a step up in class the way Teofimo did, you know, it is going to show to a certain degree. You know, that's just inevitable. And he did take a step up in class. I think a lot of people are underestimating the ability that the Japanese fighter had, right? And ultimately it was a good experience for him anyway. It was a good experience for Teofimo Lopez. You know, sometimes you got to go 12 rounds. He hadn't been past the 6th round until last night. So it was really good work for him, and I'm sure he learned a lot from it, and I'm sure he's going to be just fine, right? I think the word exposed is overused and abused in the sport of boxing. I really do. I mean, it seems like every single time a fighter is in a fight where he gets hit maybe a little bit more than he usually does, or if he's just in a tough fight in general, people are so quick to say that he was exposed. It's just nonsense. I mean, what exposed was when Adrian Broner got his ass whooped by Marcos Maidana. That was being exposed, right? You know, because I believe Broner was the favorite going into the fight. I actually favored Broner going into the fight. Believe it or not, guys, I had Broner winning that fight by stoppage because I believed at the time that Maidana was tailor-made for him, and I just thought Broner was going to be a lot, you know, way too quick and just had really good timing, and I've never been so wrong. I mean, you know, I totally overestimated his ability, and in my mind built him up to be something that he wasn't. You know, it seems like everybody in the boxing world was already clamoring for him to be the next Floyd Mayweather, you know, talking him up to be something that he really wasn't. And, you know, so that's what I call exposed. You know, even Manny Pacquiao lost by knockout twice, not once but twice, early on in his career. But did he get exposed? I mean, ultimately, did it really matter? No. You know, so Teofimo Lopez is going to be just fine, and I'm sure he's going to be around for a while. He is an elite fighter. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Teofimo Lopez. I mean, he's a fun fighter to watch, but I think he's kind of a shithead, if you want me to be completely honest. But he wasn't exposed, guys. You know, that term people need to stop overusing that term, okay? It's a little ridiculous. If he lost, it's not even like he lost the fight. I mean, it was a clear decision win for him. If he went in there and lost, and the Japanese fighter beat him decisively, okay, then that would be exposed. I would accept people at that point saying that he was exposed. But he got hit a little bit more. He was in there with a tough, awkward 6-foot guy with a long jab. So I expected going into the fight, as soon as I, saw the tail of the tape between the two guys, I knew right away that it was going to be a tough fight for Lopez. Because stylistically, it's just, the matchup is awkward, right? Lopez is a shorter guy, very compact, doesn't have long arms. So I knew it was going to be pretty tough for him to get in range on this guy. So it is what it is. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. You see it quite often. I mean, look at, even Floyd Mayweather had a really hard fight with Emmanuel Augustus early on in his career. And, Emmanuel Augustus obviously was nowhere near the level of Floyd Mayweather's boxing IQ, but he gave him a tough fight because styles make fights. I could go on and on. That probably wasn't even the best example, but that was just the first one that came to my head. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and until the next time.